Hello everyone, welcome to my Resident Evil 4 remake Separate Ways S Plus playthrough for hardcore difficulty after I get my bearings here. So this is my second playthrough overall. This is segmented by saves, but like I said, my second playthrough, my first one was posted, it was actually live streamed and it's posted on YouTube.
Is it close?
Not exactly, but it's safe.
So
No
the trick for playing Ada is run. Except for these bosses, which are the real challenge of the runs here. So for this guy, I like to try and pop him in the head with the handgun. Dodge when that pops up, and get used to knife parries too. I'm not entirely sure if it does more damage popping him in the head, but it seems to have a higher stun chance. And he's gonna go into his second stage. He gets little clones, those shadow clones there. So you gotta wait. There's the real one because he didn't disappear. But I like to let them all hurdle together, throw a little flash, and I'll make them disappear. Throw a grenade. And then just pelt him with the submachine gun until the boss is over. That might happen sometimes. Be aware of the clones. They're a real pain in the ass. So that's the hardest part of this chapter. I'm gonna go ahead and loot a little bit because the goal here is speed. It's not a speed run, but you want to beat the game in under 2.5 hours on your first playthrough to get S+. You can do it on another playthrough if you want just S rank, but your first playthrough gets you S+. So not as much time to go around looting and looking for treasures as you would normally play. So here I try to get what I can because there's no enemies to worry about. It helps to have a pretty general idea of where the treasures are, so that you can kind of get them in a linear path as you're playing. The main thing we want the money for is enough to get 2 rocket launchers throughout the overall playthrough. Afterwards, I think I get 1 storage upgrade, and then I upgrade my the power on my TMP and handgun because those are the weapons I'll be using the most. I do buy a shotgun, but I end up selling it at some point in the run. So run around these guys. Ada's really fast, as is tradition with playing Ada in these games. There's a treasure right here, which is why I chose to go down. Try to break as many boxes as you can. Use your knife attack. It's a little bit faster. Doesn't leave you as vulnerable as the kicking does. So, Spider-Man up there, and watch out for these. There's a bit of luck based into this too with the catapults. You actually get an achievement, in-game achievement, not a trophy, for going through this section without blowing up any catapults. I ultimately end up blowing up 2 of them once we get to the cannon. But until then, just running. There's a treasure there. See, I got hit there, so I'm gonna eat a green herb. I'm not as intent on selling red, yellow, green herbs. And here's a sniper here. I found this by accident, testing or practicing this chapter. And that's definitely going to save you money in the long run. So there's a sniper and a scope that you could pick up in that room there. And so after getting the treasures, I make my way through this. I wait till they have just shot it. You're still walking through the fire, but it doesn't do any damage. And it reduces the risk of you getting fully hit by one of those. The rest of this is pretty straightforward. Just zoom on up here. Go use the cannon. You could probably even get through this section with even faster without using the cannon, but I wanted to play it a little safe because I didn't want to have to keep replaying this chapter. So hit the barrels to take all these guys out pretty fast. Nothing can damage you, it seems, while on the cannon. Chose to go ahead and take these out just so that they aren't gonna risk ruining the run.
Nothing personal.
This is basically the end of the chapter here. Of course, gonna get that loot.
Almost out of
And there's chapter 1. It's pretty straightforward. Again, the hardest part is dodging those catapults and the boss at the very beginning, but if you have to restart, then you know that's the first thing I have to do anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I think that this is a pretty solid run for considering how early the game is. I did this just, you know, hours after it was released. This is basically just a run and gun run.
almost at the church.
But I'm sure these strategies will be outdated once more and more people figure out more efficient ways. Currently working on the professional run right now. I think I'm just going to use the Chicago sweeper for that. Just to make an easy S+ video for everyone. And then after that you should be able to get the cat ears, and all the other achievements should be pretty easy. So yeah, just run through those guys. Just run through them. He takes so much time rebounding after hitting that door open. I spent a lot of retries on that particular run there, on that specific line that I take. Those enemies seem to be pretty scripted in that section. So that run has a probably an 80% chance of getting you through unscathed. Can't recall if there's any treasures that I've missed by this point. Again, just hightailing it to the end of the chapter. This part could be a little tricky. I've had to reset a couple times here. I'll drop down. Just go through the window. You could knife this lady if you want. I choose to just keep running. Shoot that barrel in hopes that it might do something. Unfortunately, it did not. Kind of weave around that. Take wide turns around these guys. And oh, that guy went straight for a punch, so I parried. But the shovel guy still somehow didn't get hit by that parry. Annoying. But we had an herb, so it's okay. Dodge that axe. This guy... Shoot the bow lady.
This way looks promising.
No need to worry about these enemies. You'll hit them with the grapple launch there. I really like the redesign they did for Ada's dress. It's not an exact replica of the original from 2005, but it's still similar enough, and it looks really nice. So that might be the outfit I use the most when playing Ada. I wish that you could use it in the main story too. You might be able to. I haven't actually tested that theory yet, but that'd be cool. So solution is those three. Might want to write it down or something. I just had it memorized from how many times I had to reset this chapter.
Here we are. The church.
So even just like in the main game, running through the church here is pretty easy. It's pretty wide, and it's not hard to get around the enemies in there. I don't even know where they all are. Just take that path and you don't get hit.
Should have known he'd be trouble.
I'm not sure if the comms really save you any time or not, but I choose to skip them just because I want to keep going. I just want to keep running. So there's an emerald up here. I choose to go ahead and grab that. Or a ruby, sorry. There's a ruby. For some reason you can't drop down that way. Then we're going to head back through. There's a yellow herb and a crate. Of course, the crates are RNG, so I wish you luck with what you get. Sometimes, usually the runs that aren't successful are the runs that I get the best items, but usually I like to just hope for either a grenade, submachine gun ammo, or Maybe we can make submachine gun ammo with resources. So resources, grenades, and green herbs are what I want the most. These guys are all going to the church bell, so they're not a threat. Don't waste your knife on them. But we are coming up to a boss fight here in a minute.
Hey,
I want to make my save, so I don't go through all that stuff again. And I had to reset it because quite a bit of trial and error. Quite a bit of trial and error on here. It looks like, I guess I saved again after using the merchant. So all I did was buy the shotgun. Again, this isn't a speed run. This is just getting the S+. I choose to craft as much submachine gun as I can.
You go so easily, huh?
Eventually, I'll be using those resources a lot for flash grenades. But here, I really want the submachine gun ammo. You want as much shotgun shells as you can get too. This is the most I'll be using the shotgun. This and the El Gigante. Try to smash the barrels when you can. Just keep running away from old boy. Aim for the head if you can. I'm playing on console, so my aim isn't as good. My aim's not as good with twin sticks as it is with mouse and keyboard, obviously, but still try my best here to get the headshots. You can parry that attack, although it's very quick timing. I'm like playing this, I'm on full autopilot. This is probably my 5th time going against this guy. I was trying to get his hit as minimal times as possible to save my resources. Okay, he's going into his 2nd stage now, pretty similar to the first time we fought him. I switched to the submachine gun and I just pelt the guy. But now he's got a clone, one clone walking around, pretty annoying. His attacks telegraph pretty well. You play enough times and you'll kind of learn which attack he's going to pull out on you. Like, you can see him charge up his little teleportation there, and that usually means he's going to do that grab attack or a swipe. Melees do a good amount of damage, so try to get those in as often as you can. Don't forget that Ada has a grapple melee, so as long as you're facing the enemy with nothing blocking you, you can just go straight into that melee. 3rd stage here. More clones. Pop into the shotgun now. Using the handgun to find the real one. So he's charging up that grab. Pop up with the shotty. Got a knife attack here. That does quite a bit of damage.
Not fond of that, are we?
Pop him with the shotty while he's still recovering. Oh, I got hit there. That's unfortunate. Puts back in the green though. That was a little too dangerous. Almost got grabbed there. And melee finished it off. Nice. That's the last real hurdle of this chapter.
Okay. Now for the village chief's house.
There is a treasure in here that we can get. Try to see if I can grapple back out. I had to open the door.
Should be just up ahead.
So pretty linear here, no enemies to worry about. That's the end of the chapter. I had to reset from the start here. So chapter 3 is pretty tricky, but I found some pretty good strats. Cannot skip this, unfortunately. Nothing in this room right now to worry
Hope there's
about.
a lead on
So go
Louise.
ahead and head straight down. There's a hand grenade behind you that's 100% consistent. There's a box here you can break if you want to. I got some shotties, so that's pretty lucky. You can get a chicken egg in here. I like to have it for health.
Flame.
You could also sell it if you choose to, but at the end of in the long run, I think it's more efficient to just save it for health, for this run at least.
What have we here?
And a green herb. I'm pretty sure that's always there. After we use the key here, we're gonna get into a little Mr. X chase sequence.
I bet they took him here.
And you can actually get an achievement, not a trophy, but just an in-game achievement for shooting his hat off. It took me a couple hits. Very specific line there, very specific dodge, and try not to go too wide or else you'll get hit by one of the axe villagers. I take this line to get that grapple there. I used to take a really wide turn on that run there, and it would always result in me getting hit. Not sure why I'm not moving my camera there. Try to go hugging that wall there, or those crates. And now we're safe momentarily, at least up until the save.
Looks like I gave them the slip.
There's a treasure back here hanging on that platform. And that's the emerald I was thinking about. And I choose to put it in this treasure, since I have a ruby and an emerald, so I can go ahead and sell that. This loot.
Got some new wares, stranger. You're in for a treat.
I usually like to make a save before talking to the merchant. Looks like this time I didn't.
I got something new.
So I'm going to get
All yours,
the
stranger.
storage upgrade, sell that junk. I should have repaired my knife, but I didn't. Make a save. Probably gonna be reset. Yeah, I know I messed this one up a couple times. Maybe even afterwards.
Got something.
Now we're gonna use our Batman Arkham detective vision here,
Must be the big guys.
but stay crouched because there's a few enemies we're gonna stealth kill. Should be beneficial in the long run. I'm not sure how close you can get before they get triggered when not crouching. It's something I should definitely play around with just to save a few more seconds. But to be fair, we beat this in an hour and 48, I think. So, you know, it's pretty good time regardless. So bop those two, and then we're gonna bop this one. Some handgun ammo on the left there. Probably gonna pick up. Oh, I did pick it up there. Okay. And there's the zombie or the villager that's wearing Leon's jacket. We're gonna just take that right back. That guy pops out for that door there. I believe he has throwing axes. I choose to go ahead and pop him. Hardcore, so enemies take more hits to the head than standard. You can open these for loot. At random times I'll be checking what my time is on the run if you see random pauses like that. Deciding what I want to do here. I choose to make more submachine gun ammo. We definitely want the bow. And those blast arrows. Making sure I don't forget to put a shortcut this time. There's some ammo there. So, pretty straightforward. Just follow the footprints down here. I do still try to save or try to make red, green, and yellow herbs just for the possibility of selling them. Sometimes I actually have to eat a couple. It gives a higher health bar, which is
These
nice.
belong to Louise. Is this his frequency?
So now enemies are going to be popping in. New enemies are going to be spawning in. Starting at those stairs there. This guy throws axes. He can be kind of tricky to hit. Really wish I had repaired my knife. And you want to be kind of quick because there's going to be another guy that pops in. So I try to stun that guy in the so that I can get through the door. And that lady with the knife is going to come through. Take a Y. Well, actually, I just go right through her cut there. Kind of lucky. I pulled my knife out in a hurry because I might have tried to parry it. So I'm going to fire an explosive bolt here. That's going to knock her back, the chainsaw lady back. Hold and pray to God that that guy doesn't come in too fast. And you'll get out. So you don't even have to kill the chainsaw guys. You can just fire one bolt and it'll set them back. If you want the treasure, you gotta kill them, but I don't find it. I mean, I got through the run without it, so we'll see if it's more necessary and professional or not. The area back here is open now, and there is a treasure. There's also a red herb there. Can't remember what the treasure is. So it's a red barrel. So these enemies here, kill them. They will be such a pain in the ass if you do not kill them. They'll make it impossible for you to go to the merchant, and then trying to fight them at the merchant will result in all of the villagers getting alerted, and it's just not worth it. So just pop these guys and make sure that this guy is actually dead. This guy has just been a major thorn in my side for this whole run. Cannot believe how many shots that takes. That's insane, actually. He's down. I'm gonna probably craft more handgun ammo now. Yeah. Quite a bit of submachine gun ammo though, so that's good. We'll be using quite a bit of it on the El Gigante. But we took those guys out so we can actually make a save here.
Welcome.
And
Still have some new items you might
gonna
be
get sell off the
interested
jacket. Would assume those
done,
red, yellow,
stranger.
greens.
A deal well struck.
Fix my knife.
This new
Can't afford the rocket launcher, unfortunately.
yours, stranger.
Do upgrade my space though. Do I tune up anything? Oh yeah, get the. I'm wondering why I don't have any spindles. I gotta back out, dude. Gotta back out. There you go.
Charity. Got a selection
There. Now we can get the small
of
key.
things you can't go
I
wrong
would
with
recommend tuning up either your TMP or the bow gun
that. Mold. There you are.
here, or the sniper. The sniper too. That packs quite a punch.
Now go and cause some mayhem, eh?
All for trying to put some heavy hits on the El Gigante. On El Gigante, I keep saying the El Gigante. There, that guy takes a while to attack, so kind of just run straight for the chest there, and then a little risky to loot that, but you also get a gold chicken egg, which I've ultimately found out the best use for it is to sell it. I'm not sure if it does extra damage on enemies. I might play around with that when I get to my professional playthrough, Just like the same way it lowers Ramon's health quite a bit. Maybe it'll work on one of the bosses, I'm not sure. I'm lucky that axe did not hit me. So I'll take these specific paths. I'm gonna play a little risky here because there's a treasure that I'm gonna try and get. I probably shouldn't. I've gotten hit quite a bit trying to get it sometimes. But it's that same treasure up there as in the main story. So pop that while you can. Don't let it fall in the well. Watch out because these guys got boom booms. They'll blow you up. Got grabbed there. Better to get grabbed than to get blown up and lose the whole run though. Especially because I just picked up an herb. So I felt fine here. Got locked into kicking that because I was in a reloading animation. There's a bomb. I'm probably shitting my pants right there because I can tell how close it was to me. And we're going to hightail it straight ahead. There's a red herb in this box. Which is going to result in our boss fight with El Gigante. This boss kind of sucks, but at least we get to do some Attack on Titan shit here. Swinging up on these rooftops. Pelt them in the face with the submachine gun. While he's distracted on attacking buildings. I try to hit the face so I can get him to have his parasite pop out. Chose to jump off there. You can kind of read his attacks. Basically, when he's going right up to the buildings when you want to swing to the next one. Eventually, these buildings will fall. Try to shoot his parasite with the bomb, bows, arrows, whatever. I've had segments messed up because I missed the bows, and it's quite heartbreaking. So I'm going to use whatever shotties I have left here to try and get as much damage. Sometimes he can knock you out of your grapple. I can't remember if it's this run or not, but there was a time where I grappled between buildings and he actually grabbed me mid-grapple. Sniper is going to do more damage, but it's obviously harder to hit. I actually think it's easier to hit it without the scope. This, of course, does a lot of damage doing our Mikasa Ackerman stuff here. Sagayo.
That did the trick.
Once the buildings are destroyed, there will be loot to pick up, so that's good, although you lose your high ground. And just be careful, because this guy is fast and he hits hard. I cringe at my own awful aim. And of course you got two guys running around here which are a pain in the ass. One throws axes and the other has a pitchfork. What about our herbs in the wild though to pick up here? Oh, went straight for the charge. So that building's pretty messed up now. Yeah, when he's revving up that charge, you want to get as far away as you can. Try throwing grenades here. Just trying to get as many big hits on him as I can. I think I actually throw the flash here. I'm not so much thinking about the future, or just thinking about using what I have to take him out, and worry about the future when we get to it. But he is just being a real pain in the ass. Might actually take the time. Well, no, because a rocket won't fully kill him on professional, but it will hurt him. I might take more time for looting treasures on the professional run. I'm not too sure yet. I think you get more time on the professional. I have to look at the conditions again. The beginning of professional run is the hardest part because you won't be able to get enough spinels for the Chicago sweeper. So well in. I haven't really looked too much into that or the unlock conditions for that. Now that I think about it, but right now we're just focused on this run. Sorry, I'm thinking ahead. Yeah, this fight kind of sucks. It's taking a lot of time. Just trying to hit him with anything I have. Trying to fix my shitty aim. I'm also like, if I can't make the parasite, then I'm trying to at least aim for his head and maybe stun him. If I can get him to stand still so I can try and hit the parasite, it'd be awesome. I got 2 hits in there. Not sure if that second one actually hit or not. The third one did. Took that building out as soon as I was gonna hop onto it. What a jackass. He's going down. We can get their knife attack in. A little bit of Sasageo.
How many more can you take?
Good fucking question, Ada. Good question, Ada. I'm gonna throw. God, I have so many Attack on Titan references here. He's gonna throw some rocks at you. Just gonna keep pelting him. His HP should be really low by now, so it should only be like 1 or 2 more hits. Good hits should take him out. Yeah, that was all we needed, and that will end the chapter. Well, now we're gonna be moving on to the castle.
I'll let Leon know.
Choose to loot here while the comms is going on.
Still around.
Well, I wanted to go home, but Ashley just had to see this castle first.
Perfect, because I have a present I want to give you. Medicine that will help to suppress the progress of your problem.
I'm double checking. There's nothing left, and then I skip the comms and head on down. I was thinking about this as I played this section,
Chivalrous.
and I'm wondering if you could actually just run through this. I choose to fight these enemies with Louis, but I wonder if you could just run through them. I might test with that. Generally, it's better to just run away and around your enemies instead of fighting any of them, unless you absolutely have to.
What would I do without you?
I die more times when I fight than when I run. And I never really feel like I'm low on ammo or resources because of how good the loot is.
Guess we'll find out.
At least for hardcore difficulty. I definitely think I spent too much time on the fight in this section.
Of course they will.
There's like 2 parasites that are gonna pop up during this fight. Definitely watch out for that sight. Oh, I missed the knife there. Couldn't prevent that. So you want to shoot them when their mouth is open. That does the most damage. Gives a little bit of stun too. I don't know why I pulled my knife out. That would have hit me if I didn't evade it. Thanks for making me miss my shot, Louis. I was truly confused where that axe came from. I thought someone else popped up behind me. That it was that guy there. Real risky game getting that close to the mouth parasite. Then another one popped up. Sure, I was getting some colorful language at this point. So that guy grabs Louis, which kind of works for us because that just means they're distracted with each other. Probably should ate that egg instead, actually. That guy's just really not interested in us. Makes it easier to knock him out.
Thanks.
And he gave us a green herb. Nice.
You're serious?
I don't know how you can mess this section up. Maybe if you just stand still. It seems like it's
Get back here.
giving you more than enough time to get through this section. I imagine on professional difficulty it's probably going to be
Don't
a
inhale
bit
the
trickier. But it's pretty linear. Maybe if you had low HP, you're running slower.
Wait. Then figure out our next move.
Just double checking for loot here.
This way.
So we're on chapter 4, a little over 30 minutes into the run. That's pretty damn good. That's a pretty good time. I was very happy with myself.
What are you working for anyway?
You're better off not knowing. Trust me.
Well, you can work for the devil for all I care. As long as you get me out of here.
Trying to get the grapple to pop up there. It seems to be at a very specific angle, and they don't want you to know it's there because there's a treasure. Pretty decent one too.
Oh yeah, I'll unlock the... Huh? Where's the key?
Now we're gonna split it from Louis.
This is where we part. Good luck.
Likewise. Alright, first, bindery.
Choose to knife this enemy. I almost messed it up there. And I recommend knifing that enemy, but you can also run around them depending where they are in the room when we come back. But I'm going to grab a key item back over here first, and there should also be a save with a merchant.
A raccoon. Guess this is
I
food.
have some new goods that
Let's see if I had to reset.
might.
Yep, I did.
Well,
Oh, I died quite a bit at this part. So yeah, buy the formula or the recipe for making flash grenades.
try that on for size.
Upgrading my handgun,
Come back
power to max. Yeah, I died quite a bit here because I was not prepared for it. I'm gonna make flash grenades. I want to have at least 3. We're gonna pick up one in the room. So I made 2. I chose to go ahead and just knife this guy. Like I said, you could run around him, but I just reduced risk. Pretty straightforward puzzle there, just match the images.
How elaborate. The first ingredient should be in this room.
So I have the solution memorized. shoot that left one, that top one, and that right one. So you don't have to worry about pulling out the clue or anything. It's only three. It's only shooting 3 items in this particular order. But you could also just take a picture of the solution if you need one for a cheat sheet. There's not too many puzzles to solve in this one, so not much of a cheat sheet's really needed. I don't know why I'm letting this cutscene play so long. I might have been checking something. Maybe I just wanted to see Leon.
See you around, Leon.
It's also kind of funny that she just walked. It's like she just left without even talking to him at all in that scene. So, got some rifle ammo and grabbed that flash grenade, which I'm pretty sure is 100% consistent. You do this puzzle enough, then you'll get pretty fast at it, as I had to do it quite a bit. I never died at this spot. I'm not sure.
Seems simple enough.
So I'm shooting 2 doors ahead. There's 2 snakes and then 3 birds to open those doors. It doesn't really feel like the trap in here is fast enough to kill you. I definitely feel like I gave it more than enough time to kill me.
I've got it back.
Again, that might be different on the harder difficulty. So I'm actually just taking the time to load my guns up for the future while this takes its
Who comes up with these things?
time. The Underminer. Is that what it was called from The Incredibles? I can't remember. So again, shooting ahead. The solutions to open these doors. Then once that last one's going to open up a little slot that you can grapple through.
Okay, now for the second ingredient.
So, as you may be familiar with, these knights means that we have to fight some parasitic knights in suits of armor, which is why I want the flash grenades. But for these, you go and shoot right where the little wigglies are coming out of the helmet. Melee to knock the helmet off. Watch out for the one coming up there. He's actually killed me by popping around the corner like an asshole. And then hit the parasite with something heavy. Shotgun usually does 2 hits and it's down. And I was able to stun that one while killing the other one. And I popped it. You can probably also get around these guys and just open the door, but it's a little bit risky. Chose to go ahead and take him out. Do not have a key for that, unfortunately.
I think I know what's coming.
Loot what you can in here before starting your fight. Got the gold bottle. Now we're gonna have to fight 3 waves of suits of armor. First couple will come in 2s, so I was hoping to get both of them. That didn't work out. Stick into normal weapons here. The ones with the parasites coming out the back are kind of tricky. And I choose to go ahead and use a flash.
Here, catch.
It seems to take out the parasites. Flashes kill the parasites in one fell swoop. Now we got some crossbow enemies coming from the back there. Shoot. Now we got some crossbow enemies firing at us. So keep moving. Getting a little nervous here, trying to get all their helmets open so that I can use the flash. Pretty sure I get hit by a couple arrows. Just trying to get my aim steady. This is very risky. Lucky I didn't get hit again. Fortunately, I didn't have any ammo in my gun.
I'll need to make do now.
Again, unfortunately, I didn't hit both of them there. Yeah, I'm starting to get fed up with this section. I'll pull out the shotgun. It still wasn't enough. Just weaving around. Finally! Now I can throw a flash and take them all out. Still firing bows I use, so be careful of that. Because they're such a pain in the ass, I choose to go ahead and take them out. This guy's taking an insane amount of bullets to go down. So open the gold one, get treasure.
All right, one ingredient left.
I reserve some items just for you.
Ah, the courtyard section.
Know about
So there's some medallions we're gonna try and hit here.
welcome. I still have some new items. A deal. Welcome. Welcome, stranger. A deal well. Thank you.
So some medallions, I don't really have a specific route for this. Rather, there's a treasure by this fountain. Rather, oh, there's a fish you can sell too. I choose to run to areas I haven't been and loot. I choose to run to areas I haven't been and loot and look for medallions. The maze itself is pretty learnable.
Welcome. I've got something new for you, mate. A deal well struck. Come back anytime.
First medallion there. I choose to start by going up here. Typically looking for medallions. There's that asshole.
Couldn't just let me through.
There's a medallion over there, but we can't get it from this angle.
That voice.
I want to look for the red glow to know where he is. Pop another medallion there. It's really annoying when he keeps doing that. It's actually messed up my aim quite a bit trying to shoot items and those things. Actually, I prefer to just run around them. Can't even knife the crates when he's doing that. So, try to hit him with something heavy. Because this guy just runs. Little asshole. There's a medallion up here. You can just knife it. Oh, that was super lucky I didn't get hit there. And we do have the advantage of being able to grapple around. There's a medallion in there. Fortunately, I got grabbed. Chosen to not get that box. This is a little risky. I really wanted to take this guy out before he makes any more parasites pop up. Again, I'm just trying to hit him with something heavy. Try to pack as much punch as I can. And he's dead. See, the item fell. So now we can get out of here. We got the medallions. We got the key, if you will, so we can just get out of here. There's more loot, but it's not really worth it.
The last ingredient's not far now. That sound. That's right. I still have some unfinished business to
I
take.
find this section to be a little odd in terms of the most efficient path, because there's a couple different routes you can take. Kind of throws me off here. Ultimately, I don't know why I'm going this way. The loot's not that worth it. Well, maybe. No, it wasn't. Especially if I ended up getting hit there, that would have been for nothing. Just keep pressing forward. Some treasures, but
I should check below.
not really worth it. There's a treasure right there.
This must be the collection room.
I always get mixed up on the first symbol for this puzzle. The skull is the second one, and the lizard is the third one, and it's supposed to be the beetle. At least what I assume is a beetle. That's all the ingredients, and that should be the end of the chapter. So chapter 5, still just at the hour marker, just under it. Doing pretty good. Gotta finish off the castle in this chapter.
Louise's footprints. Must have gone this way.
So we're gonna take the left here first. Get around these guys. Actually I choose the knife this one. See that treasure in front there. Trying to lure these guys under the flame. I get at least one of them with it. It really looks like it's a lot further out than it actually is. Probably could have just popped that from the as soon as you pop through the corner there. So this treasure is worth quite a lot. Gonna keep an eye out for pickups. Eventually we will sell it.
Down we go. What is this?
Thought I saw something there. So we're gonna shimmy on down here. Can't skip it. This might have been the part that took me the second longest to get through in terms of the amount of times I had to reset. Trying to find the most efficient path without getting hit as much. Ultimately, I had to end up just killing some of the visitors.
Hope it's not a sign of things to come.
Nice parry. These guys, pain in the ass. Trying to take him out. There's a treasure up there. Gonna heal because I was at 1 HP.
I'm not swimming in that.
So, merchant and a save to our left here.
Well, I'll be.
And after multiple resets, finally got the one. So there's a bug there. And one's gonna pop up from the water here. A couple handgun bullets should do the trick. Especially if they're flying, they seem to be weakest at that point. I use a submachine gun on the shield here. Drain the water.
That should take care of the water, I hope.
So taking a very specific path here. I can't remember if this is the one that I grabbed the treasure in the back. I don't think it is. Shooting these bugs in the water is a pain in the ass. It's like you have to aim right in front of where they're going. Right in front of their eyes. Hitting them right on the eyes doesn't do it. I don't know where this one is, and it's freaking me out. There he is, asshole. It would have been better if I just kept going forward, but I'm going to take this snake and use it for a heal. And I think ultimately I choose to just press forward. No, I choose to get treasure. No, I get... Okay, I see what I'm doing here. Moving around, there's a fish hanging around by this entrance here. That'll give you some spinels with the merchant. So I get that.
Caught myself.
I do ignore the treasure
How long had it been living down here?
way back. And it's probably for the best that I do that. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know what just happened there. I guess I got smacked by a bug. Low on heals. Kind of stressing a little bit. Making a lot of flash grenades. And I really didn't need to make that many flash grenades. In fact, I shouldn't have. I would have recommended saving a little bit of gunpowder to make more bolts for the boss fight after this. Personally, I think I used like 2 flash grenades here.
Thanks for the directions, Louise.
We'll see. This part could be... It could be a real kick in the ass. Pop these guys as they're falling. Got a little bit of time before our chained up buddy there gets loose. I think these enemies just keep popping down. Even after you kill this wave, more keep popping down until you finish the boss. Or actually no, they might just be the ones that are up there that are tired of waiting on you, so they just head on down here earlier. It just feels like the enemies keep coming during your fight, which is really annoying. Yeah, there he is. He actually takes that guy out for us, so that's nice of him. I get my bow gun here. I forgot about the little spider parasite making its way through. Hoping that our buddy will take care of him for us entirely. Really lucky there. Trying to pop him. Pretty sure the bow still does damage even if you don't exactly hit the parasite. But of course hitting the parasite does the maximum amount of damage. It's essentially the only real spot you can hit to kill them. I'll take a pretty good shot there. That definitely didn't hit the parasite, but it still hurt him. Pop the parasite out, pull a sniper, hit him with the sniper, and he's down. So it looked like 4 bolts was a pretty good amount of damage. Gonna need more bolts for the boss fight that's coming up right after this. Don't quite have everything I need for this, but go ahead and loading it up with some of the jewels. So hightail it to the elevator and you'll be fine.
You again?
It's a long elevator ride. So of course, gotta want to make a save before this boss. I think I did 2 or 3 resets on this, just because I'm trying to figure out the most efficient ammo to have for it. Couldn't fit those shotties. So get our spinels,
Nice work.
sell the fish,
Got
get more
some rare
spinels.
things. I knew you
Gonna
would
use them to
come.
buy an emerald
Oh, I
and
knew
the
you'd
Alexandrite
choose that one.
to combine into the crown. That'll give us 100k.
Welcome. Stranger.
I'm also gonna sell
I'll pay a pretty
my
penny.
old sniper and my shotgun
A
with the
deal
scope.
well struck.
Repair my knife, and I'm gonna buy the rocket launcher, which will help with the boss fight.
I'll hand this over.
The rocket launcher will kill the boss
All
with
yours,
1 hit on
stranger.
either stage, so you gotta pick which stage you feel more comfortable fighting against. I choose to fight him normally on the first stage and use the rocket launcher to kill him on the second stage.
Anytime. Welcome. Came into some other bits and bobs.
Go ahead and sell my
too.
shotties since I don't need those anymore.
Now go and cause some
So,
mayhem,
gonna make as many blast arrows as I can. Unfortunately, is only 4. There's a chance that you could pick up more on the way to the boss, but it's RNG.
It's close.
So, hit him with the bows, those blast arrows. Obviously, it stuns him and does quite a bit of damage. And after that, we're on our own. I'm gonna use the submachine gun to pelt him. I have to resort to smashing the circle button because it doesn't seem to always work. Like there, I know I was pressing it, but for whatever reason. Maybe because I was reloading. I don't know. Seems to be very finicky. So I missed an opportunity to melee him there, which was unfortunate. But if you hit him in the head, it seems to have a possibility of stun. Just use my gun to open these. Getting a lot of submachine gun ammo, which is good. And that's all our pickups at this point, so now it's really just hit him with what we can. Try to stun him. It seems like it didn't work because he was in an attack animation. Throw a heavy grenade at him. Use the flash. Like I said, I would have saved the gunpowder on that for more blast arrows, personally. Those always hit me. Got 2 more heals, one of those being a full heal. And the camera messed me up there, I couldn't even see it. And then I was still trying to get out of that last hit. Got hit again. I was forced to use my first aid spray, which I prefer to use for selling to the merchant, but, you know, it is what it is. So just hitting him with everything I got, hoping to stun him, hoping that he'll finally move on to the next stage, hoping that these don't blow up on me as I'm trying to run around them. And there we go. So now a second stage after we pick up this item, going to go ahead and equip the rocket launcher. Make your shot count.
Not exactly what I expected.
Doesn't matter where, as long as you hit him with it. I think I might try hitting him with the rocket on the first stage and see if the bow guns do more damage on the second stage. It seems like it's harder to hit him on the second stage. And now we just gotta get out of the castle. And I was having some difficulty here finding the exit. Thought I had to grapple out for a moment. It's right there, right in front of you, buddy. You'll find it. You'll find it. There you go.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to make it. I'll send you my files. They should help.
A couple bugs that pop up here, but
Where is it?
really not
Thank you
too
for the chance to do good again.
dangerous of a section.
What are you saying?
I'm grateful. Like I said, I'm just your good old Samaritan. How about you help Leon when I'm gone, eh? Speaking of... sounds like he needs me. Leon!
I miss Louis so much. The remake really did a great job on making him more of an actual character. I think the story is just overall handled better in the remake. It finds a nice way to blend some of the goofiness while removing the cartoonish aspects. And a lot of people prefer the cartoonish aspects because, I mean, Resident Evil was always cartoonish, whether or not people want to admit it. The original was both a homage and a satire to American horror films. But in this new era of remakes, I think that this is the best remake on the re-engine. As much as I love Remake 2, I don't think Remake 2 is better than the original Resident Evil 2. I think that Remake 1, which came out on the GameCube, that wasn't re-engine, is better than the original Remake, or the original Resident Evil on PlayStation 1. Although I love both games for different reasons, I think that the original PlayStation 1 game is still very fun to play. I mess up this part here. Looks like get pushed by one of these assholes. Or grabbed. I think Resident Evil 4 is best played on the Wii, and everything else is meh. I don't know why playing Resident Evil 4 on a controller irks me, the original. For a lot of people, it's their favorite Resident Evil game, and their favorite game of all time. I don't know, I've always been kind of indifferent about it. I have always thought it was a great game, but I didn't think it was better than the original Resident Evil 2 by any means. I mean, I love the fixed camera angle and tank-controlled Resident Evil games. And 4 was still a great game, but I just never felt that same excitement to go back to it as I did the originals. Especially if you're playing it like on the PS4 or something. If you're playing it on a 60 FPS system, then your aim is really screwed. It jitters way more than it should. Unless you're playing on computer with the mouse and keyboard, then your aim is definitely going to be better. But yeah, the best way to play 4 is, in my opinion, on a CRT, either on the PS2 or GameCube, or playing it on the Wii with the motion controls. But I don't know, I think that I had more fun with this one. I thought that the mechanics were very good. The shooting felt good. It doesn't feel like... I mean, there are times when it whiffs, but that's also because I'm on twin sticks. I played the PC demo, and aiming was almost flawless. So it feels good to handle the weapons in this game. Movement feels very much more improved from the other re-engine games. And the length of this game is just really good too. I think this is one of the longest Resident Evils for me. Usually a Resident Evil game takes about 3 to 4 hours on the first playthrough, but this one I think was 8 or 9 hours on my first playthrough on the original, on the main story. And this is DLC. This DLC was about 3 hours my first playthrough. That's incredible. I mean, they really put a lot of time into this, and it feels so much more well thought out than the original Separate Ways on the... I can't remember if it was the PS2 or the Wii version that introduced it. But I definitely prefer this over the original Separate Ways, without a doubt. Without even... I don't even think there's any need to argue it. This really just does well to add on to the main story. Ada's a lot of fun to play. Yeah, it's great. This is how you make a remake. You take what's bad about an original and you fix it. That's why I'm not overly fond of Resident Evil 3 Remake, because it didn't do that. Resident Evil 3 original isn't really... It's probably my least favorite of the original trilogy, which is weird to say. While I love all 3 games, I usually marathon them back to back. I don't know. 3 has always been kind of wonky to me. Now I'm talking about that, I just want to play the original games again. I feel like I made too many videos on those. Not on this channel though. I can go back to it. I might do some marathon streams soon. Of course, be sure to check out my streaming channel, try and get that started.
Only to make do now.
Mostly I post stream dumps on here, but for this I recorded it so that I could present it to you in 4K, high quality. Sacrifice of my hard drive for some high bit rate here, but looks pretty decent on my end. And I hope that, you know, that I'm helping encourage some people to check this DLC out. I really think that it's worth the $10. I'm glad that they didn't charge any more for it. If they did, then I would have called, BS on that. I was still kind of disgruntled over the Winter's expansion pack, which I haven't even played since getting. I got it on the PlayStation, and I played a little bit of the third person. I thought that's cool. Why did I have to pay money for this? and then there's the extra story mode, which is way shorter than this, I think. I don't remember anyone talking about it being lengthy or as beefy as this is, and it's costs more than this does.
The client had
But you also get costumes and stuff and mercenary characters. I don't really play mercenaries unless there's a reason to, like a completion or whatever. To me, Resident Evil never felt like something that needed a bloody palace. But for a lot of people, they really love the mercenaries game mode, so it's cool. I'm glad that it's getting attention there. It's not really too much to say on these parts. It's just follow my dodging patterns and you'll be fine. It's like pretty linear here. Try to get that treasure. No matter how many times I've reset it, that guy always grabs me. It's annoying. I have no health items. So I'm gonna keep going and hope that one of those crates are gonna have a green herb in it. And I got lucky there. And that's about it for this chapter. We're moving on to the last 2 chapters on the island.
Damn it.
Grab the key and the chapter will be over. So now getting to the island is when the game starts to get pretty tricky. Although, again, like I've said, I found that the most efficient thing to do in most cases is to run instead of fight, as you'll see in this chapter. So we got scary enemies popping up now. We got the stun gun poles and the guys with the spiked bats and everything. They're pretty intense, pretty hard to stun too. So good to practice on your running and dodging. I don't know why that missed. These enemies are going to be constantly coming after you, so don't let your guard down. That guy surprised me. Oh, and sometimes they'll do 2 or 3 hits right after you parry them. It's really annoying. I tried to get away, didn't work, but that should be the only guy that's an actual threat in this room. Gonna have some intense enemies coming through. Oh, he got me. Alright, I'm gonna heal, and then I think yeah, just weave around. Got kind of lucky there. Didn't get lucky there. Better to be grabbed than full on hit, though, I think. Now, I forgot that, unfortunately, that going into this area, you actually need to kill those enemies, or else you won't be able to use the lift. So I use this little window to kind of help blow that guy up. I was hoping I could get more damage done with that. Throw a grenade. That guy's got body armor, so you can only hit him in the head. Now that they're down, we have to fight the guys coming up from the lift. They're all pretty open for getting headshots. Watch out for that guy, though. There's a treasure up there, too. I wonder if I saw that when playing. And it looks like I didn't see that treasure. Well, it's there if you want to get it.
should be just up ahead.
And thank goodness that there is a save right before this part. But I came up with a pretty good route for getting through this. Grab the herb, break these boxes. So we got a cowhead guy. He's a pretty big threat. So I want to use these, try to lure him around these barrels to get some good big hits on him. Take these other guys out too if I can. Fortunately on this difficulty he takes quite a bit of damage. So I'm doing my best here to not let that happen. And one of those guys is about to go super on us. Just trying to kill this guy. He's down. Trying to see if I can run around and get the well, nope. I got hit, and I was unable to get the reward for killing him. Oh no, I'm gonna use a flash. Okay, well I used that flash to get away. Yeah, I lost the reward for killing that guy, so that was a waste of time. So use a flash when they're all there, or if you want to just run straight here and use a flash when they start coming down this way. Green herb there, nice. Either way, you want a flash going into this section.
So late.
Don't die on me now. Locked.
Another merchant and save point here.
Goss. From where?
I'm feeling pretty good about the time here. I think this is around the point where I realized, oh, I think I'm gonna get it.
Came into some other- a deal
The only real
well
threat
done
left
yourself.
here in this chapter is the regenerators.
It warms welcome.
I don't know why I chose to get that. Oh, because I wanted to find the other beetle, and I still didn't. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. But I guess I do need a little bit of money, so I'm trying to get as many treasures as I can. Trying to find something here. Eventually I'll give up on it. Can use a sniper. Try to take these guys out early. I don't fully recommend this, honestly. I would say save your rifle rounds for the regenerators. I'm gonna really whittle my knife down. I think I would have actually should have switched to my submachine gun there.
Next.
Either way, those enemies are down now. I don't know why that guy surprised me as much as he did. So I'd be ready to already shoot him as he busts through. But now they grab you like that. They seem less likely to do that on standard. So use the lens or the scope to hit the parasites. The last one's usually the hardest one to hit. Because he'll flop down and start worming around to you. Another guy there.
Great.
Yeah, that last parasite's a real pain. Here's one of the beetles. I got George. I don't know where Ringo is though. I'm planning on doing a professional S Plus playthrough and a story playthrough, which will probably be by chapter on that one. Story playthrough will be default outfits and stuff. I might even use the cat ears on that. I don't know yet. There's still a couple of random playthroughs to do, like one without talking to the merchant. You get cat ears. I think that'll be
That was
pretty
bound to
easy.
happen.
A lot of the specific ones, you get the cat ears, and I think that'd be pretty straightforward. Like killing enemies with a certain amount of enemies with specific weapons, you know, should be easy. So there's a spider parasite here for whatever reason. It was just ran around them straight to the exit. There's another regenerator hanging around here. You can hear him breathing. And there's a treasure there. Definitely helps to play this with headphones on. I think I actually choose, yeah, I choose to not kill that guy.
Drat. Another one.
I shoot one parasite to stun, and then I choose to try to get around this porcupine. Do take a few hits, but overall pretty slow and easy to get around. A little bit of damage, but just shoot right out of there, and we're fine. We can just hightail it to the end of the chapter now. And here's me forgetting where I'm supposed to go. The other way, you dummy. That's where you came from. There you go. You go down there. Well, you could make another save if you want to. I'm not sure if I do or not.
You're sure?
I did. I don't.
Right, welcome. I've got something. This is what I'm talking. Will that? Hope to see you
Oh, okay. I do make a save.
again soon, stranger.
Not exactly covert, but it'll have to do.
Nice to see that they brought this back from the original. And I forgot about this section, so I apologize.
Lights out.
Yeah, you just you can use the sniper to shoot these guys, or you could use your handgun because they have pretty low HP. I'm trying to get headshots
Enjoy the ride.
because at this point I'm feeling there's not much use for the rifle,
Excuse me. Can I see your ticket?
and I don't know why I didn't just use it for this guy because he could have ruined everything. And I totally did not see those guys until they hit me. And that's all the enemies on that section.
Not my favorite carnival ride.
I reserve some.
Of course, gonna make a save here because this section, I think, was the hardest section for me to get through
Welcome, stranger.
in terms of finding the most optimal route for it. I found this to be very tedious. Ultimately, I had decided, as I said before, it's better to just run it. I popped those to see if there's anything good in them. And I don't know how to... I think these things just always get alerted. I don't know how to avoid it. I should have stopped running to duck and avoid getting hit, but I really just wanted to rush through it, it seems like. So, lots of enemies. There's a guy up there who's throwing boom booms. Gonna equip my flash. Gonna throw it here. Gonna make another flash for these enemies that are about to come up. Still got hit, unfortunately, but these guys are stunned, and I'm just gonna hightail it right to the next turret.
It's just one thing after another today.
We got a lot of enemies coming after us. A lot. So, turn that off. Or aim it the other way. Throw this asshole off. I should be noted, or I should note that reloading autosaves still makes your timer go. You need to back out with the quit button and load your save. I should have said that earlier. But the timer will keep going if you load your save after dying in the game. You need to actually go to the main menu and load the save from there. Yep, there we go. We got through that.
Need to find the main terminal.
I found this part to be pretty interesting. I was looking for treasures. Because, I mean, I have enough time to go for it, but... There will be an enemy... I have to do this first. So the solution is 148. I wonder if you can actually do that before the iris goes off.
Something tells me this isn't just a comms facility.
And then we're gonna be
You don't look
to run away from that guy, not right into him. Turn this. Run, and then turn to the left through this little crack there. Almost missed it. Not much you can do here, just go forward. Absolutely love the lighting here.
Guess my new friend was the result of some experiment.
That was a very stupid guess. It's blatantly obvious, Ada. Another keypad puzzle here. 237. There. We're not done with them just yet. There's gonna be an enemy to the left here. I had pretty low HP, or I got a really lucky crit on him. Now for the thing that I missed the most in the original, that didn't make it into the remake.
Better watch out.
So you can run right through the first one. This one you want time to go through by crouching. And afterwards we're going to press circle when the QTE pops up to dodge these.
Well, that was excessive.
430.
This is it. Now, how to connect the device. Okay, I'm done here.
That's what you think, Ada. Ah, you thought that was it? Nah, the lasers are back! I was really disappointed when I first played this because I thought they weren't gonna do this. But they did it so masterfully. They made me disappointed and then got me so excited when they actually did it. But yeah, that's it. Now we're on the last chapter, which is a little tricky. It's a little tricky, but not impossible. It's definitely easier than chapter 6, I think. So, first things first.
Leon's headed for their sanctuary.
A couple enemies to run
I'll meet
around.
him there.
Oh, actually, there's a merchant first. So of course we're gonna want a rocket launcher. So we're gonna sell what we can.
Got some rare things on sale, straight. Hard times.
Which isn't really a lot, but just gonna sell what I can.
Welcome.
Either now or at the second merchant.
Oh, an interesting
I was able to buy that at least, so I was able to put that into this statue and use the yellow diamond on the other eye. The more that you use different colors, the more points that you get, or money.
Welcome.
So I'm just gonna sell all that I have here.
Ruby's all rubbish.
And now I have enough to get
Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny.
the rocket launcher. I'm gonna sell my rifle. I don't entirely think you should do that, but rocket launcher is definitely priority.
Let us know when you've made some.
And I get by with a handgun and TMP, so yeah. Sniper rifle's not
stranger.
important, but you could still use it a little bit at the end. Either way, I did what I did, and I won,
Your
so.
weapons are in good hands, mate. Hope to see you.
Always make separate saves just in case you get messed up somewhere. So like I said, this part, running around these enemies, getting whatever loot we can. There's a spindle there. That's nice. Got kind of lucky there that I grabbed. Pop those guys with the barrel. Right around the shield guy. I think I'm actually gonna get hit with an arrow here. Oh no, I got lucky. Okay. I royally messed up here, but it still worked in my favor. So kick these guys, pretty badass. Get the loot, getting a little nervous. So like, okay, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna duck right under here, I'm gonna duck, and as soon as I pressed the duck button, I was a little too fast and I ran right into it. Which was really unfortunate, but I had enough herbs to get me through. I would have been even better if I didn't, but here are these guys. Gotta kill them so we can take the elevator and lift. So I'm popping them with all my heavies that I have that isn't the rocket launcher. There's guys behind me though, so I'm getting a little stressed. Going in here. Gonna heal. Pop you. Throwing this heavy grenade. Finally he went down. Smash that confirm button. And we're going up. Grabbing all this loot here. Treasure here. I actually don't think I grabbed that on my first playthrough. Somehow I missed it. Gonna heal. Just running through. I think I'm gonna ignore those crates. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, I'm just hightailing it to the lift, hoping that I don't get hit by a fatal blow there. Block that axe. That could have killed me.
Almost there.
Open that. I think I'm gonna buy a first aid spray from the merchant, and that's how I heal myself. I'm gonna think.
Welcome. What can I interest you in, stranger?
Yeah.
I'll pay better to be.
So I'm gonna make another save. Looks like I did have to reset this once. So this is it. This is the last stretch of the game.
What can I interest you?
Our last save before the finale. I'm looking for another heal, possible heal. And then I realized, oh, when you sell something, you can't buy it back. So, just gonna go with what I got. Gotta shoot these visitors that are hiding. Could be kind of a problem if we don't. I think those are the only two we have to kill. Make sure everything's loaded up. Shoot Settler with the rocket. Boss is done. Now we just gotta help Leon. Gotta help Leon survive. We do that by getting him the rockets. So I choose to snipe these guys with my pistol, just to prevent them from being a pain in the ass later. You can't actually progress forward until you examine that with your binoculars there.
Just what I was was.
So now we got a guy with a rocket launcher. He's gonna be a real pain in the ass. So sniping these enemies, waiting for the crosshairs to go down, but it takes fucking forever. But it takes forever. There we go. That guy's finally down, and then the rocket launcher. Again, this is the only point I could think that the sniper would still be useful, but the handgun gets through.
Empty.
Slowly, but surely. Alright, he's down. Now it's time to just run. Green herb there.
I need to hurry.
Now there's no enemies firing at you from here because we killed them. I chose to take the axe path. It seemed like it was a safer path, but they both kind of sucked. Use the grapple, knock these guys out with the grapple. Keep running. Watch out for this guy. Started using my submachine gun because I realized, oh yeah, I have a lot of submachine gun ammo to get me through. Blast arrows, definitely great RNG pickup there. That guy has a boom boom, trying to hit him or the boom boom. Either way, unfortunate there, so choosing the heal. I was timed that just right. Then I still got hit in the back though. Big guy's shooting his arm gun at us. Rockets. Take him out if you need to. I've also been able to run around these guys without killing them, so just if it makes you feel safer. Once we get to the rocket, then it's when the challenging part kicks in.
Deja.
So now we actually have to shoot stuff.
Time to end this. Hold on, Leon.
Right through here. There's gonna be a guy with a rocket launcher. Gonna try and snipe him before setting off the other enemies. Pop. Now we gotta shoot these eyeballs, but we also gotta watch out for the invisitors here. And I realized, oh, there's too many of these guys. There's so many of them. So pop. It takes about 2 blast arrows. They're down. I don't have any more heals. I'm a little stressed. Wait for the grapple to pop up. Grapple. Grapple again. There's a heal over there, thank God. But a bunch of enemies popped up in the corner. A bunch of assholes. I'm gonna make more blast arrows because I have gunpowder. Probably more than I need, really. Stun. Reload as fast as I can. I don't know why I did that. I should have just kept reloading. Probably gonna take a hit here. Maybe not. Popped. Oh, that guy messed me up. Okay. Get a little hairy here. We got through it. That's a lot of herb too. And that's about it. At this point, talk to Ashley. Grapple here. Then grapple again. And we win. Congratulations on your S+. I hope this helped you guys out. Anyone who's trying to get it. I didn't find it overly tricky playing with Ada in comparison to playing with Leon, trying to do some of those dodges. But yeah, I really love this DLC. It's a lot of fun. I'm working on the professional run now, so I'll try to have that out as soon as I can. But here's S plus 14509. Thank you guys for watching,
Oh.
and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.